I just want to say, this ain't my testimony, it's God's testimony and what he's done in my life. At 17, I got arrested and charged as an adult and was sentenced to 17 years in prison. Actually 20 years, but I did 17 and a half years. I didn't know God, but I remember hitting the maximum security yard and going to my first cell, and I felt something was wrong. I knew I didn't belong there, but I had to get through it, and I got through it, and I went back. When I got out, my friend that was running the streets with me, he was telling me about Jesus and how he died on the cross for me, and I didn't believe, and he would take me to his house, and all the time, like I got back into selling drugs and the guns and the violence, and he would always come looking for me and take me to his house and meet his wife and eat with his family. And he was always preaching to me and taking me to church, but I didn't believe. But one thing I noticed is that it wasn't the words he was saying, it was the way he lived his life. He lived it. And that's what stood out to me. So I ended up getting arrested and going back to county jail, and I know I was going back to prison, and this guy hands me the Bible and he said that Jesus died for my sin. I don't gotta live for this life no more. And I remember my friend Leo Cerna, who's probably watching right now, and I remember he told me that, and so I started reading the Bible and listening to this guy, and I remember calling my dad to county jail, and I'm like, this prison term's gonna be different, Dad. I'm reading the Bible, I'm praying. So I went to prison, I was preaching in prison. Everything I learned, I would go out there in the yard and tell people what God is doing in my life. And while I was in prison, though, I was going to be homeless, so I was praying for the place for God to send me somewhere where I'll be surrounded with people on the same path as he has me on. And my friend, my brother in Christ, gave me the pamphlet to the Dream Center, and I never heard about it. So I came to the Dream Center because I knew I was still fighting these spiritual battles within myself. I was institutionalized. I still had that street mentality. And I realized when I came to the Dream Center that it was because that I was trying too hard, that I needed to trust in God and allow God to work in my life. And I was trying to be like Jesus too much. Like I'm just trying too hard. I was trying to save everybody in prison. I was just trying too hard, and so I came to the Dream Center, and I realized it was because I was trying to. I just need to trust God, and the Dream Center has been a blessing to me, and I promote the Dream Center everywhere I go. I love the Dream Center, Dream Center is a place for us to get in touch with God and